All right, who is ready for a Super Sunday on this Super Bowl day? Welcome to Sewing Report Live. I'm Jen. We are going to hang out, we're going to chill, and I have a few game day related stories to share with you that also have to do with sewing and crafting. So, welcome if this is your first time here. We go live every Sunday night here from my sewing room in Florida / YouTube studio. So, if this is your first time here, welcome. Hit the like button, join, subscribe, participate in the chat. If you have any questions you'd like to ask about the stories we talk about or anything at all, feel free to leave them in the chat, or if you're watching on the replay. Just a few quick ground rules before we get into things. I really appreciate everyone being here. I ask that in the chat and in the comments you be respectful, polite, no politics, and keep the comments somewhat relevant. So I appreciate that in advance. And a quick shout out to today's live stream sponsor, the Sewing Report Etsy shop. No surprise here. I've got a few new items in the shop, including these really awesome Sarah Hart's premium woven sew-in labels. You could also use them for like knitting, crochet projects, pretty much anything. I've got a few different varieties. The Refresh Fat Quarter Bundle by Figo Fabrics, that is really kind of hot this week. All right, 3 people have it in their cart. I had 6 total. I've already sold 2 of them. So I have 4 left. It's a great deal. You get 14 fat quarters for $34. Free shipping over $35. So again, you could throw some Sarah Hart's sewing labels. You could throw a Sewing Notion in there to get that free shipping within the United States. Really pretty abstract floral watercolor type prints. Be great for spring, great for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day projects, pretty much anything. I kind of want to keep one, but I already have too much fabric. But the great quality fabrics and really beautiful prints from Figo Fabrics. I'm really excited about it. So I gotta tell you guys though, I have got some new, let me show you these Sarah Hart's labels here because these are so freaking cool. All right, let's get the overhead camera here. So this is from a fellow maker named Sarah Hart's, and you get 8 labels per package. The packages are $8, and these are so cool. So I've got a few new ones in this week. These are actually organic cotton, and they're sort of a like natural color plus black ink that say made by me with the rainbow. These would be really great on handmade makes. I also got to have this like multicolor handmade labels. These are polyester, but these are so cute. And I also have these gold woven labels that say made in 2024. So these would be great for kind of reminding yourself what year you made your sewing or knitting or crochet project. So I do have quite a few of these in the shop. I saw these and I was like, I gotta stock these because these are super cool. I think these would be great for many of us. Hopefully will motivate us to finish our makes, right? I know we've got a lot of works in progress. And I do want to just say that I believe, not to get all like act now, this is a limited time offer or anything, but I'm pretty sure that I probably won't be able to reorder these. So I think once they're gone, because I think Sarah Hart's does like kind of limited drops. So she'll do one design, sell out those, and then she does more designs. But I don't think I will be able to reorder these from my supplier. So if you like these in the shop and you think they're cute, pick them up now. Don't wait, because I do think these are probably going to be a fairly hot seller in the Etsy shop. I just love these. I think the designs and the prints are just so cute. I'm definitely going to be swiping a package or 2 for myself. I'm not really sure which one. I really like the handmade and the made in 2024. I think these are 2 of my favorite. I'll show you kind of a close-up here. These are so adorable. These are polyester labels, and they are designed by Sarah Hart's. You can find her on Instagram and other social media platforms, but I just think these are so freaking cute. Yes, we have the overhead camera tonight. We'll also be, I have some new fabric that I'll kind of unbox with you guys. And I got a surprise package in the mail this week as well. And I don't even know who this is from. So I got it in the mail, and I thought it would be fun to unbox on the stream. And speaking of the Etsy shop, I do want to share that Etsy is actually running a special promotion in celebration of the Super Bowl. You may have heard Etsy purchased a Super Bowl airtime, so that's going to be interesting. They probably paid around $7 million for a 30-second spot, which is insane, but this is one of the biggest broadcasting events of the year. So it's like if you're going to get an ad, you might as well get a Super Bowl ad, right? Shell out the $7 million. All right, so let's take a look at this one. So Etsy is running a promotion, and I've linked the shop in the chat here, and I've also put some information on this code. So from now until Valentine's Day, so you got a couple days, you can get $5 off of an orders or $50 or more with the code gift mode. So they're really trying to push this gift mode thing pretty hard on us. So the code is now live. The discount is covered by Etsy. So if you have a shop, you might want to promote this to your followers and customers. So Etsy is covering the cost of this. And this is available for shoppers in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada. Very, very cool. This is interesting. There is no limit to the number of times a buyer can use this promo between Sunday and Wednesday. That's good. So you can place orders at multiple shops and get the discount code. Yeah, usually there's like a limit, like you can use it once and that's it, but that's interesting. Literally no limit, so you can use this an unlimited amount of times. That's pretty interesting. Okay, you'll need to add the code at checkout where it says apply Etsy coupon code. The coupon is funded by Etsy at no cost to you. That is pretty cool. So if you've had your eye on anything in the Sewing Report Etsy shop or any other Etsy shop, you can now get $5 off orders of $50 or more with coupon code gift mode. And apparently you can use this coupon code. And like, is there any limit? You can just use this. Like if I wanted to use it 2,000 times, not that I would, but you could. That's kind of crazy. So apparently you can use this coupon code as many times as you want to get $5 off of $50 or more orders. So that's pretty cool. I mean, what do you guys, that's, not bad. And as a shop owner, I always appreciate when Etsy runs these types of promotions. I mean, I don't think I've seen a huge uptick in sales, but I've definitely seen some sales where they use the coupon code. So, I mean, I guess I've personally benefited. So so everyone kind of wins. Etsy is footing the bill. If you're a customer, you can save a little bit of money. If you're a shop owner, this might help you get a few more sales. All right, before we get into the first story, let's read some of the comments here. Hello, everyone. We got Monica in the house. We've got Debbie. We've got Jules T. I love the name. We have Lisa, Denise G, and Sonia. Thank you all for joining in tonight. This will probably be kind of a shorter stream just because if you do want to watch the game, I don't want to keep you from doing that. Are you guys, obviously I'm not watching football because I thought last Sunday was Super Bowl Sunday, and it clearly was not. I don't really watch football, if I'm being honest. I might watch the Super Bowl halftime show. I do think it's cool that Usher is the headliner, and I'm curious to see if he brings in any surprise cameos. So I've seen some speculation about that, so that's pretty sweet. I'm an Usher fan. I think I remember his song "Yeah," that was big in the clubs, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I'm dating myself here. But I'm always up for some, I'm a terrible dancer. I'm always up for some Usher. All right, yeah, if the commercials are any good, maybe I'll check it out. Etsy is running a commercial, and it's sort of like a historical spoof, basically, on how the United States has to think of a gift for France after France gifted the United States the Statue of Liberty. So Debbie, so when Etsy does these promotions, Etsy foots the bill. So this is something that probably comes out of Etsy's like marketing budget for the year, but it's, pretty much good for everyone. And it maybe help, and I think probably Etsy justifies it by saying, by saying, you know, hey, we'll probably get more sales than we would normally if by running these promotions. So it kind of all evens out as part of their promotions type stuff. So thank you, everyone. Yeah, we're getting, I feel like as this show, you know, now that this is becoming known for being a Sunday thing, I do feel like more of you guys are tuning in. Also, let me know what you think of the time. I know normally we've been doing 7 p.m. Eastern time. We've been doing it earlier because, you know, I thought last Sunday was the Super Bowl, and this Sunday actually is the Super Bowl. What does everyone think about permanently doing a slightly earlier time, like 5:30 or 6 p.m. instead of 7 p.m.? Let me know what you think. What time is more ideal for you on Sundays? You know, also, if you don't make the stream, you can, of course, there's always the option to watch on the replay. But let me know what you guys think of the time. I'm definitely up for doing earlier if that's, you know, if that's something that more people would find more convenient. I have noticed I've gotten the most amount of viewers when it was at 7 p.m. Overall. Like, overall, I've noticed, you know, the viewership can be like sometimes 50, 55 plus concurrent viewers, so at once, which is pretty good for me. I don't think I've ever gotten over like 100 concurrent viewers on a stream, but maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there someday. Who knows? So, all right, let me get some water. I've got this is my non-Stanley cup here. This is from a brand called Reduce. I picked this up many years ago at either a Walmart or a Target, and it is definitely not a Stanley cup, but I thought I would bust this out to get some water. Okay, so Denise, you're in the Pacific Northwest. You like the earlier time. Okay, so maybe we could try 6 p.m. Maybe we'll do something like that. I don't know. So maybe we'll try 6 p.m. I feel like 5:30 is like a little bit early, but maybe 6 p.m. Although, is that dinner time for a lot of people? I don't know. Maybe you like to watch it while you're watching dinner. So let me know in the comments and in the chat what you think. What do you think about the time frame on Sunday for live streams? Because I'm still trying to figure, you know, I'll do it at whatever time is more convenient for the most amount of people. Just because, you know, hey, we're having fun here. We're having fun. It is Super Bowl Sunday. Okay, so we've already talked about Etsy and how they are doing they've already booked a Super Bowl ad for tonight. And I saw a few interesting articles this week about whether or not that's a good move for the company. Obviously, Etsy stock not doing so hot these days. So this article, I'm a little bit bummed because at first I was able to see the whole article, and now I think I'm like tapped out on how many times I can refresh. So now the article, I can only see like the first few paragraphs or something, so that's kind of a bummer. It's an opinion piece, so an editorial. Etsy drifts further away from its roots with first Super Bowl ad. The online marketplace was once all about handcrafted, artisanal, and vintage items. That has changed. Certainly has. We're seeing a lot of drop-shipped, mass-produced crap on Etsy, and Etsy seems to let those shops fly a lot of the time. Also, there's a ton of IP infringement, like people doing licensed stuff, so that's kind of interesting. So if you want to click on this article, also everything I'm referring to is linked in the description box. If it's your first time going to Market Watch, you should be able to read this article in full. I just can't because I guess I've looked at it too many times. So it says Etsy, oh yeah, the Etsy stock, okay. Etsy Inc., once known as a quirky marketplace for handmade, artisanal, and vintage items, seems to be moving further away from its origins amid a much tougher e-commerce landscape and the impact of AI. That's also a good point because there's a lot of AI art popping up everywhere, so they got to deal with that. Etsy will be marketing to a whole new audience on Sunday when its first Super Bowl commercial will run. The 30-second ad is quirky. It depicts a generic 19th century American leader who's flummoxed over how to reciprocate France's gift of the Statue of Liberty. With the help of an anachronistic smartphone, he and his team, okay, yeah, so see, this is annoying. I'm not going to pay $1 a week. Sorry, Market Watch. I did find another article, though, that has kind of a similar vibe, so we'll read that one. This is from wallstreet.com. Okay, so it says, Etsy's strategic shifts and challenges raise concerns among analysts. Etsy's Super Bowl ad and gift mode launch signals strategic shifts amid layoffs and growing marketplace changes. All right, key takeaway. Etsy's first Super Bowl ad and new gift mode feature mark a strategic pivot to broaden its audience amid layoffs and intense e-commerce competition. That is an interesting point because Etsy is kind of seen as like a niche thing, like people who like the handmade, more like personal vibe with buying things. But it obviously doesn't have like the broad appeal of like Amazon or Walmart or like, your kind of more mainstream e-commerce sites. Analysts express concerns over Etsy's growth challenges, including competition from new entrants like Temu and the effectiveness of gift mode. Seller and buyer discontent grows as Etsy drifts from its artisanal roots, risking its unique value proposition in pursuit of growth. That's another good point. Like, the whole point of Etsy was that the stuff was handmade and like one of a kind. And now if you go on Etsy, you're seeing all kinds of stuff that is not handmade, not one of a kind. You got the print on demand people, the pod people, and now you got AI art. So it's not even really like AI art really isn't, using someone's individual creativity. So that is a really good point about that. All right, let's see here. Okay. Etsy Inc., once celebrated for its unique marketplace of handmade, artisanal, and vintage items, is navigating through a period of significant transformation and mounting challenges. The company's recent decision to air its first Super Bowl commercial and introduce a new user interface featuring gift mode, which is powered by AI, while innovative, underscores a series of desperate attempts to rejuvenate growth amidst a fiercely competitive e-commerce landscape and changing consumer spending habits. All right, Super Bowl splash or cash drain. Etsy's foray into Super Bowl advertising, a notoriously expensive marketing endeavor, raises questions about the company's strategic priorities and financial prudence. The quirky 30-second ad aimed at showcasing Etsy's new gift mode feature represents a bold move to capture a broader audience. However, this comes at a time when Etsy has announced plans to lay off 11% of its staff, suggesting a potential misalignment between the company's cost-cutting measures and its marketing expenditures. Yeah, it's like, okay, you're laying off 11% of your workforce, and then you're also blowing $7 million plus on a Super Bowl ad. Some people might see that as being kind of disconnected. Bernstein research analyst Nikhil Devnani expressed concerns over growing competition from new entrants like Temu, highlighting the pressures Etsy faces as its gross merchandise sales have begun to slip. Our main concern with Etsy is growing competition in the space, Devnani stated, pointing to the challenging road ahead for the company. Gift mode, a risky bet. Etsy's emphasis on gift mode, a feature that combines generative AI and human curation to offer gift suggestions, is a strategic gamble. While CEO Josh Silverman is optimistic about the feature's potential to attract buyers, the broader question remains, how often do consumers shop for gifts? Analyst Naved Khan of B. Riley Securities believes gift mode plays to Etsy's strengths, yet the company's niche positioning and seasonal nature of gift shopping could limit its effectiveness in driving sustained growth. Seller and buyer discontent. Amidst these strategic shifts, Etsy faces growing discontent from both sellers and buyers. Complaints about declining search capabilities, the influx of mass-produced items, and the challenges posed by AI-generated art have become increasingly common. These issues not only dilute Etsy's unique value proposition, but also risk alienating its core user base. Furthermore, the recent addition of Mark Steinberg from activist investor Elliott Management to Etsy's board signals potential pressure to prioritize short-term gains over the marketplace's long-term integrity. The fear among sellers that Etsy may further open its doors to mass-produced products underscores the delicate balance the company must strike between growth and maintaining its unique identity. I think they brought up a lot of interesting points in the article. There has been a real issue with mass-produced items, not handmade stuff. And I can see how that can turn away potential customers, because the whole point of shopping on Etsy was to get like small businesses, handmade sellers, and to support them. But if people are suspicious and skeptical about them actually supporting those types of businesses, are they going to shop on Etsy? Good question. Let me get some water real quick. All right, let's check out a comment from Denise. I don't think Etsy can or should try to compete with Amazon or Temu. They should focus on handmade or curated items. They won't be able to out Amazon. Generally, I'm staying away from Temu. Yeah, I've never shopped at Temu personally. And that was the whole draw of Etsy, was the fact that it was supposed to be this like very small curated marketplace for handmade goods. And it doesn't seem to be that anymore. Like, let's be real. I see so much stuff on Etsy where I'm like, yeah, no. Just no. I think the other thing about the gift mode thing is, I don't know how much people actually spend on shopping for gifts. I don't spend that much money purchasing gifts. I maybe buy something as a gift on Etsy maybe 1 to 2 times a year, and they're not large purchases. So I don't tend to be a big spender on Etsy for gift stuff, although that may also be my own bias because I am a maker myself. I tend to make gifts, so I don't really need, like, people like us who are makers don't necessarily need to go to Etsy because we're making our own gifts. So, like, people who are in those spaces themselves, they might not be the best potential customer for handmade stuff on Etsy. I don't know. All right, Lisa says, Etsy had screwed their handcrafted shop owners and strayed so far from the original business model, there's no coming back. I hope that's not the case, but it does seem like the company is facing some real challenges. I won't buy from Temu and other junk. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like the Temu and the Shein type businesses in general. Like, I know I shop on Amazon, don't get me wrong. There's just something about those particular apps I don't know, I don't like it. I just don't like it. Not a fan. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. So what does everybody like, what do you guys think Etsy would need to do in order to like kind of turn the ship around and improve things? Like, what do you think? What do you think would need to happen in those situations? Like, I don't know. So, all right. Also, I am multi-streaming tonight. I think something may have gone wrong with some of my other streams. So I'm not really sure what's... Okay, I'm not really sure. Okay, yes, apparently I am live. Okay, so... yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Etsy... Look, I've been on Etsy for about 3 years. I have noticed my sales have gradually long-term increased, like year over year, month over month. I also sell supplies, though, and I also use my own social media channels to promote the shop. So I am in a different situation than the shop owners that rely mostly on Etsy traffic for all of the sales. So I might not be the best, I might not be the best example for like the typical Etsy shop owner. So I think it really depends on, and that's why it is important if you do have an Etsy shop or you sell anything online, it's better to drive the traffic yourself. So you're not having to rely on an algorithm or a platform to get your sales for you and to advertise. And that's why I do think external advertising is very important. I also don't buy any Etsy ads and I don't do any offsite ads. So those two things I don't do. Just because with the offsite ads, I found they took way too much of the sale. And I just don't feel a need to purchase Etsy ads. So it's just not something I'm planning to do. I think my shop's doing okay without those things. But I do know a lot of shop owners do both of those advertising activities. I think it really depends on each individual shop. All right, sorry guys. I feel like my voice is running out of steam. Okay, so I have stated before, I am really not the person to ask about football. I never watch football or like the Super Bowl. But I know tonight the Kansas City Chiefs are playing the San Francisco 49ers. I was going to wear something red, but I don't even think I own any red shirts. So the only thing that comes close is like CNN stuff, and I really didn't want to wear that on the live stream. But I have gotten into one particular aspect of football, and I do want to share this with you because I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to be real. I'm psyched about this. And all right, so I have a bit of a confession, which you guys are probably going to find somewhat maybe surprising, maybe not if you've been following me on Instagram this week, because I have been sharing some Instagram stories about this. And that is that I have become obsessed with NFL wife Kristen Juszczyk. So we have to talk about Kristen Juszczyk. I am so obsessed. So who is Kristen Juszczyk, and what does she have to do with sewing and the Super Bowl? We're going to talk about that because I've become a Kristen Juszczyk super fan. And 1 week I went from not knowing who this lady was to becoming probably unhealthily obsessed with this particular person. So Kristen Juszczyk is married to fullback of the San Francisco 49ers, Kyle Juszczyk. And I was like, I saw this and I was like, this is super cool. I'm not even sure how I found out about this story, but I went from not knowing who she was to spending hours on her Instagram and TikTok. So Kristen, she recently broke 1 million Instagram followers, and she is into sewing and embroidery. So I was like, this is super awesome. So Kristen, who, by the way, I think today is her birthday, or it was like, yes, it's this week. Her birthday is this weekend. She just turned 30. And she obviously, as like one of the NFL wives, she goes to all the games, and they like to wear cute outfits. So Kristen started taking your standard kind of boring, bland San Francisco 49ers merch, and she started upcycling into custom creations, which I thought was just super cool. So here's her Instagram. It's just so awesome. I got to show you guys some of this stuff because she's just so gorgeous. I mean, obviously she's gorgeous, but this is so super cute. So here's some of her stuff. So she'll take like a jersey. Also, we have some of the same stuff, and then she turns it into something totally cool. She has the same Ginger tailor shears I have. Let's take a look. Aren't these outfits just adorable? I mean, look at this girl. She's so cute. But let me show you some of the sewing things. Let me see if I can. Okay. So here she starts off in a 49ers jersey. She's cutting it up. And then she turns it into like puffer jackets. She made like a corset. She's made corsets. She made a top just out of like literally a football. Let me see if I can find some other stuff. Okay, she made some boots. I mean, she's so creative. I just looked at her account and I was like, how does she even come up with these ideas? These are so cool. And she actually has a Brother PE 900 embroidery machine. I saw that in some of the videos of her. All right, let's see. So she started making off stuff for herself for the outfits. All right, where's one of her sewing? I got to find one. She does have somewhere you can see her at the sewing machine. Also, she's started making stuff for other high profile. Okay, so here's her with their sewing machine. So she went viral because she made outfits. She made these puffer jackets for Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift. I mean, get out. Taylor Swift, they went viral. She's everywhere. Like how? Oh, she made a custom jacket for Taylor Lautner. Yeah, the guy from the Twilight movies. I'm just so obsessed with all of this stuff. How that looks so professional. I'm just in awe of her talent and her creativity. And I'm so glad to see like a Gen Zer get into sewing, get into upcycling, and really highlight just how cool sewing is. She made a freaking suit. Okay, yeah, you can see on the back the 44 was definitely done with an embroidery. She's getting props from a lot of sewing companies. Like I saw Joanne's comment, Dritz Sewing, lots of other stuff. I'm trying to find one where she's sewing. Okay, so there she is designing a puffer jacket. Her outfits look so amazing, though. I'm just so impressed. Okay, so she made this outfit for herself for Super Bowl Sunday. She made this really cool, it's like one of those old school looking, like Letterman's jackets. And then she made this jacket for her husband, Kyle, and she had all of his teammates sign it. How awesome is that? I'm just so obsessed with this whole thing. Okay, so this is the jacket she made for Kyle. It's so cool. It's so inspiring, and honestly, I'm not interested in football. This sort of gets me interested in football in a weird way. Or at least interested in her. I'm just totally obsessed with all of her social media stuff. So let's take a look at her TikTok. So she's got 1 million on Instagram now. She had like 900,000 early in the week, so she's definitely getting props. Okay, here's the football course.
Follow me as I turn this football into...
Here's the football course that she made. This is so insane. Like, this is just totally insane. Yeah, isn't this amazing? I spent hours on her TikTok and Instagram. Oh, also, she is like a spokesperson for Invisalign, so she's getting some endorsements now and whatnot. Super cool. I'm trying to find one. Okay, so she's gotten so many props for her designs. People are starting to notice. Let's see. I want to see one of her. There was one of her, like, okay, actually making the puffer jackets. Okay, so she actually has a Brother PE 900 embroidery machine, which is totally cool. So you can see her making the puffer jackets. Okay, so you can see some of her machines in the background. She's got a Juki serger. I've seen she has a Singer sewing machine, and she has a couple Brother sewing machines. She turned her husband's ping pong table into like a sewing workshop. And I saw in one photo she definitely has a Brother PE 900 embroidery machine. So shout out to Kristen. We have some of the same stuff. Super cool. I'm just so obsessed with this whole thing. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of articles. I think this is like so cool. And I want to show you guys that Kristen, I've been lurking on her Insta stories. And let me show you this photo here, because it was her birthday this weekend. And I thought this was so cool. Let me turn on camera 2 here. Hold on a second. And I'm going to show you guys Kristen's birthday cake. It was just so cute. All right, let me see. Okay. So I can't like pull this up on my screen, but this was on her Instagram stories. For her 30th birthday, she got a really amazing looking sewing machine cake. I just thought this was the coolest thing ever. And I wanted to show this on the live stream today. I just thought this was so awesome. And this is Kristen with her sewing machine cake. So happy birthday, Kristen. So amazing. So Kristen's designs are starting to get noticed, and she got some really exciting news this week. So, okay, there's a couple things I want to touch on here. So here's an article about Kristen. So it says, designer Kristen Juszczyk says her ultimate goal is to create clothes for the fans, all I've ever wanted. The designer and wife to 49ers running back Kyle Juszczyk has skyrocketed in the fashion space with her custom game day designs, and she's just getting started. Also, again, these articles are linked in the description box if you want to check them out. So she's been doing media interviews this week. She was on the Today Show. She was featured on like the Gayle King show. Because of all of the attention her designs have gotten in the past week or so, past couple weeks, she actually got a deal with the NFL. So she's now gotten a license with the NFL, so she can actually officially create her NFL fan merch, which is just super cool. So if you're not aware, people can like with this whole upcycling thing, people can make stuff for themselves. Like you can make, you can take jerseys and upcycle them to cool clothing items and other types of stuff. But it's actually illegal to sell them. So you can only make them for personal use if you don't have a license. If you don't have a license with the organization or with the IP intellectual property holder, you can't sell the items unless you get a license from the brand or the license holder you are making items of. So, and she actually pointed this out in her Instagram stories, and I'll point this out. Let's see here, which I thought was good of her to clarify, because I think there can be a lot of questions about this type of thing. So she has something in her Insta stories that says like, do not, here, let me pull this up. So it says, "Hi everyone, just want to say that I'm not selling any of these jackets. It's not legal and I need licensing in order to do that. We're trying to figure out how to get these to you all. But in the meantime, please be smart and don't partake." Because she saw someone selling unlicensed Chiefs puffer coats. So I think it's good, these two. So that is something I think a lot of people don't know about, is that you can make these things for your own like personal use, but the minute you start selling any of these things, you need to have a license, permission from the intellectual property, whoever owns the intellectual property rights for the thing you're making. You have to have a license in order to sell products, even if it's fan art and it's like your own. Like I see this all the time. People will say things like, well, this is my, this is fan art. I drew this myself, so it's okay. I don't need to get a license. That's absolutely not true, because you are relying on another brand's IP. You're basically selling another brand's IP. That's your, quote unquote, your artwork. It's not original artwork unless you own all of the intellectual property for the thing you're drawing. Like if I started, okay, so say I took this Tula Pink fabric and I drew the design, and it's my own artwork, quote unquote. I can't sell it because I took inspiration and reference from someone else's work. So I think there are a lot of questions about that type of thing, and I'm really glad Kristen actually specifically talked about that, because you see a lot of people doing like upcycling projects on Instagram and on social media. Now again, and I've made BTS items myself. Now for personal use, that's okay. I'm not selling it. I'm just using it, making things for myself or to gift things. But it would actually be illegal for me to sell BTS items, just like it would have been illegal for Kristen Juszczyk to sell NFL items, even though she is married to one of the NFL athletes. Even she was not allowed to sell NFL items. So that's why it was so important for her to get an NFL license. So now she can actually make and sell things legally, which is, it seems like she's in the process of doing. I just thought these articles were so cool, and I'm so glad to see someone who's sewing things and being creative in the news and getting some virality for her awesome creations. I just think this is super cool, and I thought it was awesome that Taylor Swift actually wore one of her items. I thought that was cool. She's very talented. I think her puffer jackets are super cute. And I actually think her designs are a lot cuter than a lot of that really boring NFL officially licensed merch. So let's take a look at some of the articles here. So here's one of them. Here is another one. So she actually, this is interesting. So she actually did not have, Kristen actually made the Taylor Swift puffer jacket. Like, she didn't even know any of her dimensions. So that was pretty cool. She kind of guessed a lot of things and it worked out. But yeah, I actually think these puffer jackets, like the NFL, she should totally start making them and selling them. Now she can, because she actually did get an NFL license. So typically, I believe when you license, when you get official licensing to sell products featuring another brand's IP, usually it's some sort of deal. Like, you have to pay them money. Like, you have to get them cash up front or give them royalties for what you sell, something like that. It does seem pretty expensive, and the average person typically cannot get licensed to sell, like, very big brands. Now, I know some IP, like video games and other types of, like cartoons and stuff, some of them actually do have guidelines for selling fan art on a small scale. You really have to be very careful, though, and research each different company to see like what their guidelines are. But a lot of companies do not allow any sort of unauthorized, unlicensed fan art or anything along those lines. You can't even like reference them. Like, I can't sell Taylor Swift t-shirts, anything like that, or even like a song lyric that's copyrighted. But a lot of these IP companies have a trademark, so you have to make sure that you are following all the trademark laws and not inadvertently selling illegal stuff, because a lot of people are, and I see that all over Etsy. I see a lot of people on Instagram selling that kind of thing, and that's just not legal. All right, so this is Kristen, and this is, so Taylor, I can't believe she had to have been like freaking out when she saw Taylor Swift wearing something she made. That's just so, like, I would be so excited if a celebrity wore something I made. All right, so yeah, look at all these articles about her in the past couple weeks. Super cool. And yeah, she's made stuff for Olivia Culpo, who is engaged to another 49ers player. So a lot of cool stuff. This is just so.
You need to get a real.
Okay, let's see here. I'm trying not to play. All right, I'm not going to play that because you can't play it without the audio. So yeah, really cool articles. I'm really excited for Kristen. I think this is so amazing. All right, here's another article from USA Today. Kristen Juszczyk is in a league of her own, creating NFL merchandise so women actually wear. Just super cool. I love the puffer jackets. I love what she's doing. And I think when you see stories like this, you don't really often see sewing getting featured prominently, but I just think this is awesome that Kristen is really, kind of putting sewing in the spotlight. She had the sewing machine cake. She's pictured a lot in her home with her sewing machines and her embroidery machine. She's got a serger. She's got a lot of supplies. So a lot of really cool stuff about Kristen. And she also said she learned how to sew from YouTube. So she watches sewing YouTube channels. I was also kind of wondering, like, when I saw her with the Brother PE900 in the back of my mind, I was kind of like, I wonder if she's seen any of my videos on embroidery machines. I think when all of this Super Bowl stuff dies down, I might try to reach out to her to see if I could interview her for this channel. I probably won't get a response. I know this is like a huge stretch. But Kristen, if you happen to see this little segment on YouTube and you'd like to come on Sewing Report Live and chat all about your sewing, and I want to hear about your inspiration and how you got into this and ask you a lot of questions, I may try to reach out to Kristen to see if maybe there was like a shot in hell she would do this channel. I would love to have you though on the channel because I think you're awesome, and I just think this is like one of the coolest things I've seen in quite a while, featuring someone who sews. She's Gen Z, she's very young. I just think this is amazing. And I think it takes people like this, people like the people on TikTok doing, cool sewing projects to really make sewing popular, get sewing more into the mainstream. And I think sewing does not get the attention it deserves. So thank you, Kristen, for all you do. I'm really excited to see what you do with all of this NFL licensing stuff. I just think it's so amazing. And check out her website. I did link it in the description box. She has a website, Designs by Kristen. And I just think this is... Oh, and also, I totally forgot. So here she is in her home with her sewing machines. I almost forgot about this, but in like to celebrate her getting the NFL licensing deal, she actually made these really awesome, officially licensed NFL Super Bowl puffer vests, which are super amazing looking. So she made a few of these. So she gave some of them to some of the football players in the Super Bowl. I think she gave one to Gayle King of CBS. And she actually gave 2 of them to, she's doing an auction. So this one currently is up for auction. The current bid is $17,000. You have until Friday, February 16th to bid on them. And all of the proceeds are going to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. I mean, I love the fabric on this. I just think these look so, if she made this herself, this looks amazing. I love the fabric. I love the vibe to it. Super cool. I guess, is this Super Bowl 58, I believe? It's got like the NFL patches on it. It's so cool. I don't know I want to see how she made this. I really hope Kristen does a YouTube channel because I really want to know. I want to see how she made this puffer vest. It just looks so good. She had it. So puffer vest number 1 has already been auctioned off. And that one actually ended the bidding at $75,000. And again, all proceeds are going to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. I read somewhere that unfortunately Kristen's mother passed away from breast cancer years ago. So obviously this particular cause is very special to her personally, which I think is super amazing. So it looks like she's going to end up raising over $100,000 for the National Breast Cancer Foundation by auctioning off these puffer vests. I think these look so freaking good. I was really impressed by how these turned out. I also want to know, this looks like it was like screen printed or something, or maybe she upcycled like an NFL jersey or something. I'll have to look into this because like this looks like it was professionally screen printed or something. Like this does not look like it was done on a Cricut or anything. But these are what they like. These just look so good. I want to know I really want to know how these came together. And I want to know, like, did she take a Super Bowl jersey and turn this into a puffer vest? I don't even know. But that's what you need to know about Kristen Juszczyk. She is making a big name for herself in the sewing space and in the NFL. I think this is amazing. So I am definitely going to try to reach out to her. But here's the thing. I gotta wait like a month from now because she's obviously probably being bombarded by press interview requests. So once things quiet down, plus she probably wants to relax a bit, her and her husband, after the Super Bowl and all this other craziness. So once things die down, I want to try to reach out to her to try to see if she'll come on Sewing Report Live. Kristen, if you're watching this, please, I would love to have you on Sewing Report Live. We have a great community here, and I'm sure people would love to hear all about your sewing adventures. And because I sew myself, I'm going to ask you, I'm telling you this, I'm going to ask you better questions than these regular reporters who don't sew. So please, if you see this, I would love to have you on Sewing Report Live. We will have a great time. All right, let's read some of the comments here. Okay. Yeah, Denise says, this article clears it up. I was wondering about licensing issues. Yeah, that's the thing. And she made it very clear before she got the licensing deal, she didn't sell those items to those celebrities. She gifted it to them. So that's why it was not an issue. She just gave Taylor Swift, Brittany Mahomes. Oh, also she gave a puffer vest to Simone Biles because Simone Biles, super famous Olympic gymnast, is married to another NFL player. She's gifted things to Olivia Culpo, again, Taylor Swift, Brittany Mahomes, so to both the Taylors, I mean, super crazy. But she, before she got the licensing deal, she was not legally permitted to sell anything to anybody. So she was doing it like for fun and just to be cool with everybody. Yeah, protects her and her design. Her designs are amazing. Like, I think her stuff looks really good. And she looks so cute. She's very Instagram friendly, super awesome. Denise says, yes, you only have to utter exactly. You cannot sell stuff based on someone else's IP unless you get permission and a license. Hello, making new dreams come true. Welcome to Super Sunday here. All right, Lisa says, that is super cool for Kristen. Love it for the Kristen and sewing community. Isn't this awesome? Guys, I spent like 2 to 3 hours watching this woman's TikTok and Instagram. And you know what? I do not regret it at all. I was so inspired, and I'm very bad with upcycling, but she actually gave me some ideas. Like, I was like, this looks really cool. Yes, I would love to interview. I'm like dying to interview her because she seems awesome. I know it's probably a long shot, you know. I know I'm like nobody, so she's probably not going to respond, but you never know, and it's worth a shot. You know, the worst they can do is just not respond to you. So you get a lot of no's when you're asking for interviews. Worth a shot would be a cool interview way to introduce sewing and creativity to a new demographic. Exactly. Like, a lot of people who follow her probably don't know much about sewing or embroidery machines. That would be so cool to find out, though, that she watched some of like my brother P800 or 900 tutorials or something. That would be so awesome. Okay. Here's the thing, she actually shows herself making them. So I feel like maybe there's a chance she did. And she actually made her, like, the jackets she made for her husband and Taylor Lautner do not look homemade at all. Like, they look like a professional company made them. I don't know how much help she has, but there's a lot of pictures and video of her just sitting there, like, cutting stuff out using her embroidery machine. So she actually does have the receipts that she is the one making these things. So I don't know how much help, if she had any help, but she's like been doing this for a while. And it started because she said she made, like, she used to make her own Halloween costumes and stuff. And like, her stuff looks really good. And you see her going through all the processes. So I don't know. I kind of looks like she does do this solo, but that's something we can ask her is like, you know, like, these look almost too good to be handmade. Like, what's the deal? You know, I would definitely ask her. And I feel like she would be honest enough to, you know, tell you whether or not she had help. I feel like the Super Bowl vest, at least the material, might have been, like, pre-printed. Let me take a look to see, like, let's see, Super Bowl merch. Because, like, if she's just taking, like, jerseys that already had that stuff on it, that would make a lot of sense. Super Bowl merch. Okay, let's see here. And the Super Bowl this year is at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, which I was actually there. I was actually there like last year or the year before for the BTS concert. So I was actually at the stadium that the Super Bowl is at this year. And it is very, I will say that stadium was like, it was pretty easily accessible and it was very like tourist friendly. So that was pretty awesome. All right, let's look at the, okay, official Super Bowl store. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any. I'm trying to figure out where you get the Super Bowl merchandise. Let's see, Super Bowl. Yeah, where? I am seeing it looks like a lot of Party City had some licensed stuff here. Yeah, I'm looking here. Official Super Bowl licensed gear. Okay, this is on NFLshop.com, so. Oh, making you no, girl, like, she literally has, like, all these videos of her just in her house literally making this stuff. Like, I don't actually think, it does not look like she has, like, a team. Like, it really doesn't. Like, if you look at her, if you go through her social media, she's, like, literally just at her house. And her husband even said in interviews, she stays up, like, all night making this stuff. So I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. It actually does look like she's doing a lot of this stuff. Yes, exactly, Lisa. I would be way better to interview Kristen than, like, Gayle King. Does Gayle King sew? I don't think so. And I have a lot of the same equipment she has. I want to ask her specifically more about her sewing stuff. I feel like I would be a better interviewer than a lot of these other people. Okay, here's some licensed stuff. Let's see if we can get Yeah, this stuff, okay, this stuff is like kind of, honestly, this stuff is not that good looking. I can see why, okay, yeah, so maybe she, like, this looks like she maybe used some of this stuff. So all she would have to do is, like, buy some of, like, the official NFL license stuff. Yeah, so she probably got, yeah, look at this. So this actually makes sense. Like, if it's stuff like this, so she would basically take jerseys like this, and that's probably what she used to make it. I want to see, like, that stuff with, like, that gradient, like, metallic fabric, that stuff was so nice looking. Like, that stuff actually was cool. I mean, yeah, this merch is pretty expensive. Yeah, let's see if we can find, I'm just trying to see if we can find, like, what she used to make the stuff. Let's take a look here. Like, that purple stuff was super awesome. The purple, I love the purple, though. I think the purple stuff was really cool. All right. But yeah, if they gave her, like, some of those jerseys, actually, I wonder if those are, like, players' jerseys, or maybe they gave them to the players or something. But, like, judging from this Super Bowl 58 jersey, this actually looks like she might have got, like, because that, like, the Roman numerals on the sleeve, like, the sleeve cuffs, that's what she used for the collar on the puffer vest. And then this is different material, but that 58 matches the stuff on hers, and then this little, like, Super Bowl logo, that matches what she put on them as well. So they might have given her special NFL merch to do whatever she wanted with it as part of the deal. But this actually does look like she just took, so I can see why, so she wouldn't have to screen print, like, the Super Bowl stuff and the logos, so she could have taken all this stuff and, I mean, I can see it, and she actually had, like, a little DIY showing her making the puffer vest, and it looked, like, it just looked freaking awesome. She's very creative. I just love all of her stuff. Let me see if I can find her. All right, I want to see if I can find, like, some of her stuff here. So here's her TikTok. But yeah, you can actually see in one of her media interviews, she had, like, her husband had this big ping pong table, and she had sewing crap all over it. She had, like, 8 machines. She had, like, all this fabric, all this other stuff. Yeah, so it's very cool. And yeah, obviously she's married to an NFL player, so, like, these are not broke people, so she can afford to buy all the jerseys she wants, that sort of thing. Let's take a look here. But yeah, she has, like, she brought the receipts. Okay, yeah, here's some of her stuff here. Isn't she super cute? She's just so adorable. So yeah, check it out. Like, and this is from a couple months ago. Yeah, she's got her self-healing cutting mat. She's got a rotary cutter. She's got pins. So, I mean, that's the thing. And her stuff looks so freaking good. I'm so excited for her, though. I think this is, like, the perfect person for this all to happen to. Yeah, see, isn't that adorable? And she makes the more complicated stuff, too, because I saw she actually had a video of her making, like, the puffer vests. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. So here's the one she made for Simone Biles. And yeah, look, she's just literally in her house. And she kind of shows how she, like, she makes the puffiness. Here we go.
Channels for the puff. After that's all stitched.
Here, I'll rewind this. Hold on a second. Let's see.
Follow along as I make a puffer vest for Simone Biles out of her husband's jersey.
Isn't this amazing? Like, she's so good at this. I don't think I could make it look as good as her.
Once the pattern's all traced,
I really don't.
And then I cut out the same pattern.
And yeah, she kind of walks you, like, she obviously knows what she's doing. Like, so she's not faking it. She clearly has sewing experience. She's using her serger there. Yeah, look at her. She's like, and she doesn't have anyone there with her other than, like, someone filming her. Which it might be her husband for all we know.
And then attach the lining to the puffer vest.
Isn't this cute? I'm so inspired. I want to start upcycling now. I'm like, I want to do some of this stuff.
But to add that Olympics patch. Here's the finished product from the front, and here's the back. I packaged
it. It looks so freaking good.
Here she is wearing the vest. She looks incredible.
Oh, Simone Biles is so cute in that.
Simone, for trusting me with this project.
Okay, let's see if I can find another one. Yeah, she actually will she does document all the stuff she's doing. Let's see. Here's the one with let's see here. There's one where she's like, okay. Yeah, so you can kind of see her. Let's see here. Here's the one she made for another player. Okay. Alright, with the music, I'm gonna... Alright, so some of them she sews the sewing, some she doesn't, but... Like, that does... This one does kind of look... Okay, and she's using her embroidery machine to make that. So, I mean, yeah, she's literally just in her house and stuff. Okay, here's the outfit she made for Olivia Culpa, who's like a model. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute this because of the music and some of this. Some of them she did have... So some of them she has more of the sewing, some of them not. So she... Obviously, she kind of went viral from gifting stuff to other celebrities. But hey, I mean, that works, you know? Let's see here. Okay, the Taylor Lautner one was... This one looked so good. She says she's Team J... Like, this jacket looks so good. She's so adorable. She looks good in, like, a trash bag. Like, I wish I was this cute. And then she's sponsored by FedEx, so FedEx is, like, shipping all of the items to celebrities. I mean, they really got everything down pat. She's so cute, though. So, I'm obsessed. I'm just... Yeah. I'm so obsessed. See, exactly. Like, you can really see that she's doing this in her house, you know? And it looks like she does have... Like, she's been doing this for years, so she's not new to doing this. So I can see her getting better and better with all of this stuff. Denise says, I'm so old, I don't understand the puffy... I'm kind of feeling... I did buy a puffer tote bag recently, so I'm kind of feeling... I'm sort of feeling the puffer stuff. I gotta be real. I'm old too. But I'm feeling it, guys. I'm feeling it. Alright, I know the game is starting. If you guys want to keep hanging out, I'll keep hanging out. If you gotta go, I totally understand. If you're at like a Super Bowl party, or if you got a jet or whatnot. Alright, so... Alright, let's show some stuff here. Alright, I've got some fabric. So I know I'm kind of on a low buy fabric here this year. I didn't say no buy, I'm low buy. But I do want to share that I had to get this fabric. I just had to. So I ordered this from modernfabricshop.com. Here, I'll show you guys the shop. She sells a lot of Tula Pink and some other stuff here. And I ordered this Tula Pink. It's from I think it's from the Besties collection. And it has, I had to get this bunny print. I love the colors. It's like this kind of like dark blue, navy blue. It's got some like, I don't know if this is like periwinkle. It's got some metallic stars, but it has rabbits on it. And I have a rabbit. I absolutely had to, oh, okay. Sorry guys. All right, I was trying to do the picture-in-picture. I absolutely had to pick this up. So I got 2 yards of this this buddy print because I don't know what I'm gonna do with yet, but I just really I needed this fabric. I know. So let's open it up together here. It came really nicely packaged. Shipping was quick. This is so cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I have a rabbit. Her name is J-Hop. She's named after one of the members of BTS named J-Hope. And this reminds me, these bunnies in particular remind me of my rabbit. My rabbit has like ears sort of like that, but if you're a bunny lover, this Besties print is for you. Let me show this up close. This is just so freaking adorable. It was kind of expensive because fabric is just getting pricier and pricier, but I just needed to, I needed this stuff, guys. I know. I needed this. Okay, so this print is, so this is from the Tula Pink Besties collection, and it is from, this print is called Hop to It. I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but I think I'm definitely going to save this for a special project. I just don't know what that is yet. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments because, yeah. And I love how the details, like there's even little eyelashes on the bunny. Oh, it's so cute. And this bunny has some interesting markings. My rabbit also has some cute markings. Here, I'll show you guys. Let me see if I can find a photo. Hold on a second. All right, let me find a photo real quick. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. Trying to find a good bunny photo to share. Okay. All right, here we go. Here is J-Hop. Let me see if I can find one with her markings in it, though. So you guys can see, like, her, kind of her whole body thing going on. Let's see here. Okay, here she is. Okay, so here you can sort of see, like, again, she kind of has ears like the rabbit in the print. And then she has, like, some very interesting, like, she's white and she's got these, like, gray markings. I think it's called, I think the pattern is, like, when a rabbit has that marking, it's called broken, like broken gray or broken cream or something. So she has, like, the broken pattern. She's super cute, though. We love her. But the print reminded me of J-Hop, and I was like, I felt like I was going to regret not getting this fabric when it's available. So I bought 2 yards. That's like my typical, if I don't know what I'm going to do with it, kind of print. And I'm not sure. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's super cute. The other thing that I got in the mail this week, I don't know who this is from, quite honestly. I need to reach out to my fabric and checker distributor rep, Roxana, because she has sent me some treats in the past. I feel like this might be from her. But I got a package from Mrs. Fields Cookies, and I have no idea who it's from. Like, there was no note or anything or card. So I got this in the mail, and I was like, ooh, cookies. So I haven't opened any of them up yet, but it's kind of a nice, like, kind of snack-sized cookie thing. It's super cute. So there's, like, I think these are, like, chocolate chip with nuts or something. Honestly, I could probably just eat these in one sitting. These look like they're, like the white chocolate chips. I don't know what kind of cookies these are. Oh, and it did come with, like, a guide, too. So I suppose I could just look at this. So it came with this little, is that cinnamon sugar cookies? I don't know. Okay, so it came with this little guide with all the cookies on it. By the way, not sponsored. But shout out to Mrs. Fields. And whoever sent me, I gotta figure out who sent this. I honestly really don't know. I really don't know who sent the cookies. Yeah, there was no, like, note or card inside, and it wasn't on the packing slip, like, who it was from. It was just addressed to me. Aren't these cute, though? So, yeah, somebody sent me cookies. Not that I need them, but somebody sent me cookies. And I just think they're super cute. And I like how they came little package. Yeah, so these are definitely chocolate chip. Some of them seem to have nuts in them. So here's all the cookies. They're all kind of... I just thought these were so cute. So whoever sent them, thank you. I literally don't know, though. I really don't know who sent these. But here, let's get a close-up of the cookies here. Yeah, the cookies are very, very small. I'm guessing this is probably at least like $20 too. Aren't these adorable though? I love getting gifts like this. Like my mom for Christmas sent us she sent us a box of Harry and David apples and cheese. And I just really think those types of little gifts are really, getting food gifts I'm always a fan of. But these are just so cute. I was like, oh. All right, so shout out to Cookies here. Here, I'll take myself off the screen here. I'm a fan. Fan of the cookies here. So here are the cookies. I have no idea who sent me cookies. But hey, I'm not going to turn it down. I'm not going to turn down some cookies. And I'm not going to eat them yet because I want to take a picture for Instagram. But I want to have all the cookies intact. Super cute though. And yeah, I love the packaging. I think the packaging is super adorable. These are just so cute. So I was very excited. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I literally don't know who sent them or why. You know. No idea. So, all right, let's put these back in the package here. So it's going to be cookie time. I want to take some pictures. So when I find out who sent them, I can send a picture of the cookies. So we'll see that. Came with a little card. I can get 20% off my order to redeem my offer. So that's cool. Heck, maybe I will. Although I could probably just buy some cookies too or something. So, yeah. So somebody sent me some Mrs. Fields cookies, and I thought that was very sweet. I just, I don't know who it is. So if that was you, thank you very much. I love food. So food is a good gift for me. I'm certainly a big fan. All right, let's take a look at some of the comments here. Okay, so a few people, so this is a suggestion for the J-Hop fabric, a puffer vest. That's an interesting, I wonder how the quilting cotton would do. What do you guys, would the quilting cotton be good for a puffer vest? I don't know. I could do like a different lining too, so I could do this on the outside. Maybe do like a navy blue zipper. A navy blue zipper, something like that, something to match. I don't know. That would be cute. Although I live in Florida, so like puffer clothing really isn't like a necessity for me. Oh wait, sorry, my necklace is like going all crazy here. Puffer clothing, I bought the puffer tote from Target. But again, that's not like clothing. But yeah, it does. We don't often have a need for warm clothing here. I'm going to be real. In fact, I barely wear socks. Like, I don't really wear socks a lot. So, I don't know. Yeah, the fabric, yeah, I don't know. I definitely would make something larger with the prints. Or maybe like an individual bunny. I don't know. Maybe something. I don't know. I'll have to see. But I think the fabric is super cute. All right, I got a couple puffer vest suggestions. Okay, button shirt. That would be interesting. Yes, it is a nice... Whoever sent the cookies, I thought that was super cool. I was not expecting that at all. I had no idea what it was, but I thought that was very cool. One package equals one serving. One box equals one serving. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's for me. That's how much... Yeah, I could eat all those cookies. Yeah, I love food gifts. Very cool. Yeah, so yeah, Mrs. Fields, if you are looking for a good gift... Let's see, what do they charge? I wonder what they charge to like, because Harry and David, their prices are actually fairly reasonable, especially if you order stuff on sale. It's not bad. Like, it's not too bad. Okay, they're having okay, yeah, if you need any last minute Valentine's Day gifts. This is pretty dope. 50%, okay, unlock 20% off. Lots of promotions here. Lots of pop-ups, too. All right, let's get rid... Oh, these look good. Oh. Yeah, these prices aren't bad. Like, depending on how much the shipping is. Ooh. Oh, look at these. Oh. Okay, these are like little Valentines. That's awesome. By the way, not sponsored. Okay, you get 72 bite-sized cookies. That's actually a pretty good deal, even if the shipping is like $10 or something. That's not a bad deal, especially since this doesn't have to be refrigerated. This would be good for like a party or something. Okay, and also I think the fact that this is 40% off is because it probably wouldn't get... Oh, it says there's still time for Valentine's Day delivery. Okay. Okay, so you have like another day or so that you can order? Yeah, I kind of want one of these too. Oh. Oh, look at that. Okay, this crate. Oh, look at all this. All right, these heart cookies look really good. Okay, 1 frosted heart cookie, 2 red velvet frosted cookies. Ooh. Now, are these small cookies or are these like big cookies? This is not where I was expecting this live stream to go. These are pretty good. Honestly, these are not bad deals. Maybe I'll order something for myself for Valentine's Day. I don't know. Or something for my mom. I don't know. Yeah, these are looking... Oh. Yeah, these look really... Yeah, this in a heartbeat crate. How much is this? All right, let me add it to the cart. Let's see what the shipping is. Like, how much is... Okay, so there's a $1.87 handling fee. I'm not going to put my address in there yet because I don't want people to know where I live, but yeah, let's see what the shipping stuff is. It's pretty cool, though. All right, we got new flavors. Oh, this looks good. Yeah, look at these cakes. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm enabling. All right, there's the Very Valentine crate. Oh, that looks really... Oh. You can get a dozen... I mean, honestly, at this point, with grocery store prices, this is probably not that much cheaper than... This is probably not that much more expensive than making cookies. Although, I guess I could also get cookies from the grocery store, so I could do that. It's looking pretty good. All right, there's the whole... All right, let's look at the the Valentine's cake. That cookie cake, man, that looked good. Let's see, gifts on sale. Oh. All right, you can get a whole cookie cake for $30. That's actually not terrible. Get it delivered. Or I guess you could just go to the grocery store and buy this stuff, too. They sell all this stuff. Oh. Yeah, so for $30 plus whatever they're charging for shipping, that's not... I mean, that's really not bad. Like, basically, you probably get free ship, you know. The discount's probably kind of equating to, like, free shipping or something. So, oh. Doesn't this look amazing? Oh. Alright, now I want to buy... not that I need more stuff from Mrs. Fields, but... This is super... Okay, oh, let's check out this. And this is the Happy Heart Day box. Oh, man. Okay, those frosted mini heart cookies look really good, too. I love sugar cookies, and I love frosted cookies. Alright. Oh. Got the puppy love. These all look really cute. That whole lot of love baskets looking... Okay, there's an I Heart You cookie cake for... Okay, so that one's 9 inches. This one looks a little bigger, that cookie cake. Okay, the cookie cake is like 13 inches. Okay. So the cookie cake is 13 inches, and then the heart cake is like a little bit smaller, so that's like 9 inches. And that's $22. So you can send someone in, again, maybe a Valentine's Day gift idea. Here, I'll get a link, and I'll put it in the, I'll put the link in the chat here. Again, not sponsored. Yeah, the discount does kind of cover shipping. All right, let's see. Mrs. Fields cookies. Here, I'll put a link. I'll throw a link in here. If you would like to shop at Mrs. Fields. This is an affiliate link, just an FYI, but this is not sponsored. Not sponsored at all. I'm just enabling you to eat some cookies here. So if you would like to purchase something for yourself or a gift, some super cool stuff here. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I don't know where it ships from. Not really. Where are they located? Where are they located? Okay, about us. Oh, so you can open a franchise if you want to. Okay, so they're based in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay. And operate a robust production and distribution facility located in Salt Lake City. Oh, this looks really good. Oh, you can also do, like, custom stuff. Yeah, that Valentine's Day, honestly, the prices weren't bad. With the shipping, again, I don't know how much the shipping is, but might not be too bad. Here, I'll do it off screen. I'll put in my shipping. All right, I'll put in my shipping info off screen, and then we'll see. Let's see how much the shipping is. Okay. Because I'm really curious. I'm curious, too. Okay. All right, let's see. If the shipping's like $20, I'm going to be like, get the H out, you know? Okay, let's see here. I just want to see how much this is. Okay, the shipping is like $10. So if you buy a lot of... Okay, so the shipping's $10. If you buy... So it makes more sense if you buy more stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you order... Let's see if you order like... I want to see if you order like a bunch of stuff. What happens there. And if you want to get it by Valentine's Day, the shipping is February 14th. So if you want to get for Valentine's Day, the shipping is $19.99. But then... you can also select, oh, so you can also select specific dates too. So you can select, so if you want it delivered on a specific date, maybe I'll send some stuff to my mom. Maybe I'll do that. So maybe I'll send a little Valentine's Day surprise to my mom, just to see what happens. But yeah, if you, let's see here. I'm going to see what happens if you order, like, if I put more stuff in the cart, like if it's the same price. I'm going to see if that happens. All right, let's see here. So, okay, so shipping's at least $9.99. All right, let's see. Gifts on sale. All right, I'll add a couple more stuff to the cart just to see, like, what happens here. All right, so I got the In the Heartbeat crate. Let me try to put these Have a Heart nibblers in the cart. We'll put a few things in the cart, and if it's still $10 and you buy, like, a bunch of stuff, like, say you want to give stuff out to family or friends, then it's a better deal. Like, it makes sense. It's a better deal if, it makes a lot more sense if you're purchasing larger quantities of items or multiple things. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to put, oh, there's a big hearted crate. Take a heart box. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, these are pretty cool ideas overall. Yeah, the In the Heartbeat crate. All right, let's try to add an iHeart. Let's try to add one of the I'll try to add the cookie cake too. I'm not actually buying all this stuff. I'm just trying to see if the shipping is like still $10. Yeah, some of this stuff looks pretty. Yeah, some of this stuff looks very appealing. I'm gonna be real. This is not a Mrs. Fields ad, but yeah, I'm like, this looks pretty tasty here. Ooh. Yeah, now I'm just looking at stuff here. Maybe I'll order stuff and take them to my mom. I don't know. We'll see. I could bring this to my mom's house. I don't know. You also get a lemon blueberry fruit bar and a raspberry. Oh, yeah, these look really good. I mean, not a bad deal for the fact that you don't have to bake this stuff yourself, I guess. I don't know. Okay. So now I have about $78 worth of stuff in my cart. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, does everything ship separately? I'm trying to see if I can... This is interesting. Alright, so you have to specify an address for each item. I wonder if they charge you for each one then. Alright, let's see here. This is interesting. Alright, let's see what happens here. Because if you can just get everything shipped to, like, in one box, you know. If they charge $9.99 per item, that's kind of ridiculous. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they charge... Okay, so everything gets shipped separately. You don't really save money. So, okay, in this case, it would make the most sense to order something expensive then. So each individual item gets charged $9.99 shipping. Okay, that's less of a deal. If it was like $9.99, you got like a big box of stuff, I would say that's not bad. But all of the items are shipped separately as gifts. So, kind of a bummer. I sort of want to order something though. Oh, that In the Heart. Maybe I'll see if my grocery store has stuff. I would probably be better off just, you know, I guess doing that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Yes, we can lounge around in our puffy vests eating Mrs. Fields. I would love to do that, Denise. I would be happy. I would be more than happy to do that. You know, I don't know. All right. Sorry, hold on a second. Did not mean to inadvertently shout out the Etsy shop. Yeah, the shipping. Okay, so I was going to say, if you could order like 5 different things and the shipping was only $9.99, I would say that's pretty dope. But they're charging $9.99 individually, so it's like less, you know, kind of less of a deal. It is what it is, guys. All right, guys, I think I'm probably going to sign off soon. I got to eat dinner, and I will cut some clips for the channel. So if you are, you know, watching on the replay and you don't want to watch the whole thing and you just want to see the stories, you can do that. I hope everyone has a great week ahead. I've got to go to the dentist tomorrow, kind of early too, so I'll probably, that's why I'm glad we're doing this early too, so I can get some time to eat and everything else. But yeah, so again, Shout out to today's sponsor of the live stream, the Sewing Report Etsy shop, where you can find fabric, sewing supplies, and handmade items. If you are interested in the Refresh Fat Quarter Bundle, I would probably move on this because it's already in like a bunch of people's carts, and it does. I've sold 2 out of the 6 I have. I only have 4 left. So really great value fabric bundle. I got a pretty good deal on these. So that's why I'm trying to pass along these savings. And we also have the new Sarah Hart's labels. So a lot of really great stuff new in the shop. And yeah, I'm pretty jazzed about these labels. I think these labels are so adorable. So I hope everyone has a great week. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate leaving a comment if you're watching on the replay, and hitting the thumbs up button on your way out. Subscribing if you enjoy hanging out and hearing what's going on in the world of sewing. And also subscribe to the main channel, Sewing Report, where I have more straight up sewing videos, sewing machine videos. Here it's more of like, you know, community news, what's going on in the sewing industry and that type of thing. But I really appreciate everyone tuning in to this live episode of Sewing Report Live. I'm Jen for the Sewing Report. I'll see you guys again next week. And remember, whatever you're doing, make it fun.